Welcome to Tuesday with Terry, the podcast for getting your mind, business, and life in shape. Hosted by Terry Blachek, one of the original area developers for Orange Theory Fitness who helped launch the brand from the very beginning. He'll use his years of experience to help you shape up your mind, build strong relationships with your teams, revamp your business processes, and set down the path towards success in all aspects of your life.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another episode podcast, Tuesday with Terry. My name's Terry, and I'm your friend. I just want to remind you, I'm talking to you live from Austin, Texas, where the sun is hot, the barbecue is sweet, and all the drinks are free over here. It's my kind of town. Come on over and visit us. We'd love to have you, and enjoy the town, enjoy the space, enjoy the restaurants, the live music, and all the things going on. You know, tis the season, as they say. It's the holiday season. It's upon us. And I was thinking about what to talk about or what to chat about with you today. And I thought I'd maybe go through a couple things with you. And I try a few different things today. But I usually the end of the year, holidays and the new year is certainly a time to reflect. It's a time to look back. It's a time to think about the past 12 months and, you know, what went well and what didn't go so well, I guess, and how you want to move things along in your life going forward. And, you know, maybe this was your year. I mean, maybe you were really in the groove this year, man. Things were really working out for you. I mean, you're coming out of COVID, you're recovering. Businesses are recovering. People are traveling. And, the current indicators are traveling and people moving around the world in the States is up. Maybe it's really coming back for you. I don't know. And, a couple areas to think about the different areas of your life. And maybe it's that special relationship. It's that special him. It's that special her. And man, this was the year that you found them. I mean, you've been looking, but finally you found that special person, that special relationship. And you really believe this is going well and this is the one. And you got that love and feeling, right? I mean, it's really working out for you. That's fantastic. Or what about if it's money? I mean, was this your year financial rewards? I mean, you got the job, you got the promotion, you got the raise. You finally found a best friend at work that you can confide in, that you can trust. I mean, you're really fitting in and things are going well. You got a good work home. I mean, has that been happening for you this year? If it has, that's fantastic. Maybe it's your friends. Maybe this was the year for you to improve your network or increase your network of friends. And maybe you made a friend. Maybe you made a lot of friends or acquaintances. Maybe you found a special friend or, in fact, even that best friend. Maybe your goal was to meet a lot of new people and you got involved in some new groups, whether they were social groups, rec programs, church programs, etc. But you got involved and you really increased your social network and you made some new friends. That's fantastic. Maybe this year, as you look at your family and you look at your family life, you were able to reconnect. Reconnecting with family is powerful. Reconnecting with your mom, reconnecting with your dad, your brother, your sister, your wife, your husband, your spouse, your significant other. Maybe you reconnected with your son or you reconnected with your daughter. Maybe you reconnected with someone in the family and you made amends and you really had a good year and you look back and you say, that was a good year of reconnection with my family. Maybe it was your health this year. Maybe you really got on track with your exercise program. Maybe you really got on track with some other points, your nutrition, your workouts. You got your weight, working out. You're making progress. Your clothes are fitting better. You're looking good. You're feeling good. You were working out. You're improving your health from the inside out. All the good things that go on with healthy living. Maybe all of that has been happening. If it has, I would encourage and invite you to turn around and try to do something, not just this season, but as you go into next year, try to do something where you give back. Find a way to give, find a way to help. We talk about getting to the top of the mountain, and maybe it's not the top of the mountain, but maybe it's at a plateau where you're at, and you can turn around and grab the person's hand behind you, the guy or gal that's behind you, and give them a hand up and lift them up and encourage or help them to do something just a little bit better. And when I say that, I don't mean maybe physically lifting them up, but you got to do something. And it's as simple as a smile. It's as simple as a call, an encouragement call to a friend, a family member, or a business associate. It could be some type of a service that you pick something up from the store, or you drop something off, or you run an errand and, maybe pick up the laundry or drop off the dry cleaning or pick up a few groceries. I don't know what it is, but how can you help in some way? I mean, I've been involved in many situations, both sides of this, where people say, if there's anything I can do, let me know. And I want to tell you, don't say that, or you can say that, but what I would encourage you, I guess, to do is don't just say, if there's anything I can do. What you got to do is go ahead and do something. Just do it. Just pick up something and drop it off at the house. It could be a cake. It could be a pie. It could be a small bag of groceries. It could be a lot of different things, but, it could be a card. An encouragement card, a thank you card, or, a miss you card, or I'd love to get back together for a cup of coffee. Offering a cup of coffee with somebody. I'm just saying is, don't say, if there's anything I can do. Take action on that phrase and do it. It is the season to do it, to go ahead and help somebody else out. You might say to yourself, as I'm going through that list, Terry, I didn't really fall into any of those categories. To be honest with you, this year was a bit of a tough year. You look back on the year and you say, this wasn't my year. I was thrown a bit of obstacles this year. Life has really thrown me a curveball, Terry. I didn't expect to lose my job. I didn't expect for my parent to pass away. I didn't expect to run into this financial situation. I just wasn't ready, and it wasn't the year that you maybe were expecting, or you thought it was. And you can't understand why, and you're probably saying to yourself, why did this happen to me? I just simply don't understand why this is happening to me. And you might even be a little bit mixed up, and you're not sure exactly if you're on the right plan or you're on the right path. And you just can't understand. And you kind of lost track of the year, and you've lost track of yourself, and you're trying to find yourself. You might even be a little bit discouraged. You might not be sure of what 2022 really does have to offer you. And if you're feeling that way, I want to share a poem and a story with you that can help. A story that's meaningful to me, because I heard this story when I was a kid, and my mom read it many times at church and to a group of people. And I share this because this is the first holiday season that my mom will be without my dad. Dedicate this to you, Mom. The poem is called A Touch of the Master's Hand. 'Twas battered and scarred, and the auctioneer thought it hardly worth his while to waste his time on this old, dusty, beat-up violin. But he held it up with a smile, and he began his auctioneer cadence. "What am I bid, good people?" he cried. "Who starts the bidding for me? $1? $1? Do I hear two? $2? Who's going to make it three? $3 going once, $3 going twice, going for $3. But no, wait a minute. From the far back of the room, a gray-haired, bearded man came forward. He picked up that violin and the bow and wiped the dust from the old violin, and he tightened up the strings, and he began to play. And oh, could he play. He played a melody. It was pure, and it was sweet. As a matter of fact, it was as sweet as the angels sing. A hush grew over the crowd, and People hung their head and closed their eyes and began to think back of childhood days gone by. The time with family and friends. Holiday get-togethers and warm hugs, warm smells, and memories flooded their brain. They couldn't believe the music that they were hearing and listening to from that old, dusty, beat-up violin. Soon the music ceased, and the auctioneer, with a voice that was quiet and low, said, "What am I now? Who's going to bid on this violin now?" And he held it up with its bow. $1,000. $1,000, do I hear two? 2,000. Who's going to make it three? $3,000. $3,000 going once, 3,000 going twice. Going, gone, 3,000 sold for $3,000. The audience cheered, but some of them cried, "We just don't understand. What changed the worth of that violin?" Swiftly came the reply. It was the touch of the master's hand. And many a man with a life out of tune, all battered and bruised with hardship, is auctioned for cheap to a thoughtless crowd, much like that old violin. A mess of pottage, a glass of wine, a game now and then, and he travels on, and pretty soon his life is a bit dusty, it's a bit beat up. He's going once, he's going twice, and soon he'll almost be gone. But the master comes in, and the foolish crowd can never quite understand the worth of a soul and the change that is wrought by the touch of the master's hand. That's a story by Myra Brooks Welch. And it's a story for us as we look at our lives and we're battered and bruised and we're beat up and we feel we don't have any value or worth. Simply a touch by the master's hand can change everything for the better. My name is Terry. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. I'm your friend.